Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of the Detroit Tigers franchise on MLB the Show 20. Today, as promised at the end of last episode, we will see Casey Mize make his very first MLB start for us, and he is going up against one of the best, an old division foe in Corey Kluber, who is now a Boston Red Sox. So we'll see how Casey Mize can do today, as our lineup's been pretty up and down here in this portion of the season, but we're still 36-30. The Red Sox fighting for a wild card as well at 35-31. So Corey Kluber, what kind of a season has he had? It's been pretty good. 6-3 with a 2.90 ERA. Not too bad. He's got to face Jonathan Schoop, and Schoop is going to go down the left field line. Third baseman, going to throw it over and get him out. Casey Mize. Don't got the stats there because I'm stupid. So here he is. He's up there, and he is going to strike out right away. Get a strikeout. His very first batter is his first major league strikeout. That's great. Miguel Sano is up now. That's a bouncing ball over to third. That's going to be thrown on to second and to first. We get the double play even after a little bobbling over there by Justin Turner. So now C.J. Cron up in the top of the second, and he is absolutely going to send it to left field. It is out of here. A solo shot, his 10th of the season, and C.J. Cron opens up the scoring in this one. 1-0, Detroit Tigers. Here's Casey Mize on the mound again. This one is hit really hard out to right field. It doesn't go out of the park, but it lands right over on the warning track. That's going to bring around a run to score and tie this ball game at 1. Still bottom second, still a chance for the Red Sox to score some runs. This one's lifted deep to left center, but McGowan gets over and makes the catch. Here's Nico Goodrum up against Kluber, and on the 93-mile-an-hour sinker, he sinks it and sends it to deep center. Nico Goodrum with his 9th home run of the year is a solo shot, 423 feet off Corey Kluber, and that's going to make it a 2-0 game in favor of your Detroit Tigers. So the Red Sox facing a little bit of adversity here. Here's Jonathan Schoop in the top of the third. He's going to lift one out to right center, and that's going to hit the wall, and that is going to set up second and third here with one away in the top of the third. So another scoring opportunity for C.J. Cron now with 2 outs as he gets one to fall in left field. And that is going to bring around one runner. It'll be 3-1 at this point. So there's a strikeout, and they're going to throw him out to make sure that they get out of the top of the third inning. Nico Goodrum comes up again, and he sends one into center. This one is going to be out of here. That's over the monster in center, a 426-foot homer. That's Goodrum's 10th of the year. He's hit 2 home runs in this game off Kluber. He's having an absolutely great game. And that's going to make the Tiger lead even bigger at 4-1. So they're going to bring in Jose Urena at some point in this one. A 4.30 ERA for him. He's only pitched in 4 games, though. And he right away strikes out C.J. Cron, who had some runners in scoring position there that he possibly could have done something with. Still in the top of the 5th, Kristen Stort's up. He's going to strike out, and they will throw on to first to make sure that they get him. So they move into the bottom of the 6th here. Casey Mize still on the hill and only gave up 1 run. Here's a guy trying to score over from third, trying to get the tag, and they can't. Absolutely cannot get the tag, Jake Rogers, so Mize gives up his 2nd run of his career. There's a try again, and Nico Goodrum just couldn't get to it. Here's a throw from center McGowan, and he is not in time at all. It'll be 4-3, and that'll be the end of Casey Mize as Emmanuel Clase going to come in. He's pitched in 28 games to a 3.19 ERA so far. So here's Diaz. He's going to strike out. That'll be the 2nd out of the bottom of the 6th, and then Jose Peraza is just going to pop one shallow center, and Nico Goodrum goes out to make the catch. So what could have been absolutely horrific is kept down a little bit by Emmanuel Clase, and we have a 4-3 lead. Ryan Brazier coming in for the Red Sox, and right away, look at that, McGowan going to take it into right for an easy ground single in the top of the 7th. Justin Turner is going to get that one past third base, and that'll be 2 right-away base hits in this top of the 7th. Jonathan Scope takes a nice walk from Brazier. He is just not having a good pitching performance right now. Miguel Cabrera going to lift this one into center. It's pretty deep center, and unfortunately, McGowan wasn't ready to run, so no score there. So now C.J. Crone comes up. He lifts one as well. This one's a little bit more shallow center, but McGowan's just not going to tag. He's not going to test that arm, and it's a good thing he did, and that was a pretty accurate throw in from center. Kristen Stort, though, comes up, and he is going to gap one. That is a short gapper, but it is going to bring 2 runs home. So the 2-run single makes it 6-3, and Mikel Baez is coming into this one, pitched in 27 games. So he ends up getting the Red Sox through it, and look at this, in the bottom of the 8th, Clase gives up the solo shot, as that is Josh Akame with his 8th home run of the year, 392 feet. Clase still on the hill for Diaz in the bottom of the 8th with 1 away on a full count. He takes one over the bullpen, and that is gone. That is Diaz's only his 2nd homer of the year, and it goes 417 feet. So Clase not keeping the control where it needs to be in this 8th inning after getting us out of the 6th inning early on. He did a good job in the 7th, but the 8th he starts to lose it. So Hunter Wood going to come in now. Pitched in 24 games to a 3.04 ERA so far. He's not doing so great against righties, but he's great against lefties. Unfortunately, here he's facing a righty, and it's Peraza. He's going to strike out on the inside fastball, 91 miles an hour. And Hunter Wood helps us get through that. So now into the 9th, Jonathan Scope lifts one into left. That is absolutely drilled, and that is gone. 406 feet, Scope's 16th home run of the season. And that is absolutely drilled. And that will extend our lead by another run. So the Tigers doing a great job here. They're up 7-5. So it is a closing situation. 18 out of 21 completed for Joe Jimenez. And he's going to try to do it again. Miguel Sano at the plate, and he is going to strike out on the pitch. The changeup, the 85-mile-an-hour changeup gets him. Nico Goodrum, player of the game with his 2 home runs, and rightfully so. Scope could also make a case with his 3-for-4 outing and his home run as well. But Goodrum did a wonderful job at getting us off to a big lead. Mize, not terrible in his first start. Probably could have been maybe a little bit better, but he did outduel Corey Kluber, and you got to be happy with that. As the rest of these Red Sox games, we do end up getting the series 2-1 there. So now we take on the Kansas City Royals, but we're going to first take a look at this AAA game where Tariq Skubal will take the mound against the Rail Raiders of Scranton-Wilkes-Barre. Our Toledo Mudhens are all over the place. We've got 4 hot batters, a few cold batters. We're just all over the place. We're 27-33. Scranton-Wilkes-Barre is 27-32. So this is a big game. We want to get ahead of them in the standings. 3-6, 557 for Skubal. So we're going to see what his issue is, as right away he gets a strikeout for the first out of the game. Now Hoy Jun Park is up. He's going to strike out swinging. Right away, 2 strikeouts for Skubal. I don't see anything wrong with him. Here, top of the first still, and he gets another strikeout. He strikes out the entire side. Tariq Skubal starting off really hot for the Mudhens. Terrell Howard would be the pitcher for the Rail Riders, a 3 ERA in his 11 starts, 139 whip. So we'll see what he can do against us. Nelson Barreto is up at the plate. He's going to strike out in the bottom of the first. So now we go top second. Lawrence Houston up at the plate. He's going to strike out. Tariq Skubal, 4 strikeouts in a row to open this one. Absolutely incredible. So now Mac Williamson is going to lace one into left, and the line drive homer. So, okay, Skubal, you're either going to strike out people or you're going to give up dingers. Williamson hits his 6th home run of the year, 359 feet. And not really what we wanted to see here. Scranton-Wilkes-Barre, the affiliate of the New York Yankees. As you can see, that little Yankee patch on the right arm there. And then Dixon going to get the strikeout. He's going to strike out here on Terrell Howard, doing a nice job. Mandy Alvarez at the plate. Skubal going to give up the lacing, gapping double. This one could score a run if they don't get there in time. He's going to come around third. He's sent home. Here's a throw, and it's not even to home plate. So he will score the run. Scranton Wilkes-Barre's up 2-0. Now here, going over to first base. That's grounded. That's going to be stepped on first for the out. Gerson Marino going to come into the game. He's pitched 22 games with a 2.33 ERA. That's not bad at all. So now Mandy Alvarez, though, is going to absolutely drill one and send it to center. It is out of here. A 2-run bomb for Alvarez. His 4th home run of the year for 420 feet now. And it's just not going well for our Mudhens. We can kind of see that there's a little bit of a problem, a little bit of a disconnect in this AAA organization. It is just not working out right now. Luis Castilla is going to come to the mound. A 1-4 record in 19 games with over a 4 ERA. Not perfect for the bullpen, but not horrible. Here out to center. He is going to catch it. He's got to throw home. It is not in time. It is not even close to the plate. And Scranton Wilkes-Barre up 5-0. This one is popped over to first. That's going to be caught. That'll hold the runner at third base. Kyle Holder up at the plate. He goes deep center. But that is a catch that will be made. So now we go to the top of the 9th. This is like our last chance here this 9th inning. We got to make sure they don't score anything. And, of course, Park is going to drill one out to right field. It is out of here. It's his 5th home run of the year. It goes 386 feet, which isn't exactly long. He goes short porch, but he does extend the Scranton Wilkes-Barre lead to 6-0. Now Josh Jung coming up in the bottom of the 9th, and that is an absolute moonshot. All the way to left. It is going to be gone. There's a little bit shorter porch there, only 363 feet, but he hit that thing so dang high. That's only his 2nd homer of the year. We expected a little bit more from Josh Jung when we acquired him. Hopefully he can open up a little bit more and, start to catch fire here later in the season as we're getting close to the All-Star break now. So it does provide us with a run, but it is our only run of the ball game. Mandy Alvarez goes 3 for 4 with a homer and 2 triples, so he's the player of the game for the Rail Riders. And looking at the box score, Park, Alvarez, and Williamson with home runs. They were also the only ones to get RBIs for the Rail Riders. Josh Jung hit our only home run, got our only RBI. Scooball increased his ERA a little bit to 5.55. It is what it is. And we will move on here in this Major League schedule, as we did take 2 out of 3 from the Royals. We had a little bit of a tough time against the Mariners. That's kind of weird. And we're going to take a look at this game against the Athletics. We are 42-33. They are 44-31. We are on the road here at the Oakland Coliseum. And we're hoping to take down Sean Manaea and the Oakland Athletics. But Manaea's pitched really well. 6-3, 2.26 ERA, a 1.10 whip. He's been pretty incredible so far this year for them. And he's going to face Miguel Cabrera with one away in the first. And Cabrera right down the right field line. An absolutely pretty piece of hitting. We know Cabrera's been one of the best hitters in baseball of his generation, and he does it again. Jonathan Scope with Cabrera on second, however, is going to strike out. Not really what we wanted to see Scope do because he's been such a RBI machine. Again, I'm sorry, forgive me, I'm also a moron here. I didn't leave this graphic up long enough, but a 3.28 ERA for Matthew Boyd. Crone got injured in this game. We had to bring in Candelario, who I'm sure all of you watching know that I hate. But Candelario going to have to play first for us as Crone can't finish this game. So Boyd in the bottom of the first, getting the strikeout. Top inside corner of a fastball. Now Matt Chapman going to come up. He is going to strike out on a top inside fastball. Of course, opposite side of the plate. Now Jorge Mateo is going to ground one here with a chance in the 5th inning. And that is going to get us out of that. Jonathan Scope comes up. He bounces one over to third. And they throw to second. They get the out, but they don't get Scope. So we've got runners on the corners. But nothing to do in that inning as Chirinos going to strike out. Matthew Boyd still on the hill. Here's Christian Stewart in the top of the 8th off Manaea, who's still in, but he is going to absolutely rock one to right field. That is out of here. Send it. It is gone. His 10th homer of the year is 430 feet, and it is a big one because it gives us a 1-0 lead in an absolute pitcher's duel in Oakland Coliseum. So a 1-0 game, and we absolutely needed it. So now with a runner on first base, here we go. Here's a chance. That's over to center, and that is going to be gone. Send it. Jonathan Scope comes up and provides 2 more with his 19th homer of the year. That goes 412 feet. Jonathan Scope, thank you. So Scope getting it done for us, and it's 3-0. Matthew Boyd still in the bottom of the 8th, getting through the bottom of the 8th, pitching an absolutely wonderful game. So now J.B. Wendelken coming into the game for the A's, and Joe Jimenez coming into the game for the Tigers in this 9th inning. As Wendelken gets his job done, we'll see if Joe Jimenez can get his save done. Here's one deep to center field on the 2-2 pitch. It's out of here over the 388 sign in center. And Matt Olson has his 28th homer of the season, 407 feet. So now Matt Chapman, can he do the same? No, he's going to strike out for the first out of the bottom of the 9th. Now Ramon Laureano going to strike out as well. Joe Jimenez doing what we brought him in to do. He's got Piscotty now, and that's a slow little dribbler. Trying to get it there. Nice little flip, and that will end the ball game. Joe Jimenez slams the door shut even after giving up a run. We had a few to give up, though. We had a couple that we could have given up without losing this game. Matthew Boyd, easily the player of the game. He had 12 Ks in his performance. Kristen Stewart, Jonathan Scope with the home runs and the only RBIs of the game. Boyd, just a great performance from him. Matt Olson, the only homer and RBI for the A's. Mania pitched pretty damn good. Diekman was the one that gave up 2 to Jonathan Scope after Mania gave up the solo shot. So the rest of the way, we do pretty well against Oakland. We're now going to take a look, again, another bonus game for you guys here, as we're going to take a look at the AA squad. The Erie Seawolves are having a really good season. They are 41-26. And they are taking on the Harrisburg Senators, who are 29-38. Ben Bramer taking the mound for the Senators. He has a 3.04 ERA in 13 starts and a 129 whip. He's facing Mauricio Ramiro here, and Ramiro going to take this thing out to left, but warning track power. And that's going to end the top of the first and bring in our pitcher, Ken Hahn, who we acquired. 5.45 ERA in his 13 starts, a 154 whip. So not exactly great. He's facing user player Rowdy Miller, who's going to dribble one over to short. That's going to get taken care of for the final out of the first inning. Miguel Amaya up in the top of the 3rd against Bramer. That's going to get taken to right center field. That's going to be a gapper, and that is an easy double. And he's going to round second, go to 3rd for a triple, and he is safe and in there. So, providing a runner in scoring position here, it's Fernando Ramos. He dribbles one over to second base. That's going to score the run. He'll be out, but it's a nice little sacrifice as the Seawolves take a 1-0 lead. Rowdy Miller again at the plate. He's going to strike out. Sorry, Siege. Rowdy Miller gets struck out with the 6th strikeout from Ken Hahn. So now Aldrum Carter, he's going to get struck out. Harrisburg just can't get the hits today, but they do make Ken Hahn sweat here in the bottom of the 5th as they have the bases loaded with 1 away. That is going to hold the runners. Very short pop fly. Now Rowdy Miller has the chance with the bases loaded, and he lifts one to deep center, but we are going to get there again. Sorry, Siege. Dario Agrazal going to come into this game, and we are going to start getting some hits off of him. There is a gapper. Already had a runner on base. He's going to round 3rd. He's coming home, and that is going to be a run scored. However, they do get the behind runner going a second, which was very weird. This one's out to deep right field, though, after the weird base running, and it is gone. It hits the hill and actually comes back. Cody Clemens with only his 2nd homer of the year. 348 feet. Absolutely gone. Great homer from Clemens. That's going to extend our lead by 1. And the Erie Seawolves doing a nice job here, up 3-0. Frankie Bartow coming into the game for the Senators. 6.18 ERA in 33 games pitched. Not very good. And it's going to show, as this is going to be a 2-run jack to deep center field. Moonshot, 439 feet for Ramiro. He has shown signs all day that he was close to doing something big, and he did it right there with his second home run of the season. And that was going to put us up 5-0. So we're having an absolutely great game against the Harrisburg Senators. The Erie Seawolves are a very dominant AA squad. Clayton Andrews going to come into this one. He's pitched in 16 games for a 3.45 ERA. He's in the bottom of the 8th with 2 guys on base. This one's going deep to left. That could be a homer. No, it isn't. It's on the warning track, and we're going to take care of it. So now coming into the 9th, Albert Lozano is the closer here. 25 saves and 25 opportunities in 26 games pitched. So he's been absolutely incredible. He's got Peter Salinas up, and he's going to swing through that with his weird little mustache for the first out. Oliver Lerma now is going to sit there and look at the 97-mile-an-hour fastball. Sit down, boy. Now Felix Zambrano up, their leadoff hitter. He is going to pop over to third. That is easy to take care of for the final out of the game, and we have done it. The Erie Seawolves with a 5-0 win. Ken Hahn gets player of the game. 11 strikeouts and 7 1/3. Not bad at all. Clemens, Ramiro with the homers. Clemens, Moniak, Ramiro getting RBIs in this one. Bramer didn't even pitch all that bad. It was really their bullpen that was really awful. Against Oakland, we did take 3 out of 4. Against Arizona, they took 2 out of 3. So we did not play well in the interleague series against the Arizona Diamondbacks. We take on the White Sox at the end of the month here, and we sweep them, including a 15-7 win with Matthew Boyd on the mound. Then we go up against the Giants. The Blazovic game was not good. He lost that game 7-0. We did not do very well against the Giants, but we do sit at 49-38. Daz Cameron is hurt. Jackie Nixon and Travis Demeritt are the guys that have been on and are still on the injured list. We take a look at the records. Yankees are leading the East, obviously. Indians leading us by 6 games, but we're ahead of the Twins and White Sox, so we're doing well. Astros up by 2.5 over the A's. We lead the wild card race with the A's right there. Phillies and Braves chasing with a 9-game out thing. The Cubs are out 1 game, and the Padres are out 6 on the Dodgers. Padres and Cubs are leading the wild card, but the Braves only a half out. Mets only 1.5 out. So good chase is going on. Playing the Indians, we get a 1-0 win, and I just had to take a look to see what ended up happening with the pitching. Fulmer went 8 2/3. 8 hits, no runs. He absolutely pitched incredible, and Jimenez with the save. So very nice stuff there. As we are 50-39, we will take on the Cleveland Indians, who are 56-33. We'll have Boyd on the mound again. They'll have Zach Plesac, but we want to do this game because it's going to be the 4th of July. Happy 4th of July, everyone. Make sure you drop a like on this video, subscribe if you're new to the channel and want to see more MLB The Show or just any franchise content in general, as that is what we do here, and we can build a winner together. Take care.